Let's see what Gary Joyner has to say. He's a spokesman for the Texas Farm Bureau. Obviously people are still freaking out over the price of eggs, and critics, of course, are going to go to Donald Trump and say, you said that when Biden was president, the price of eggs was a big deal, and now everybody is saying no sweat. What is your prognostication for not just Texas farmers, but generally the farming industry and what it's going to do to consumers?
Latest estimate we've received is actually from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. They rolled out a new comprehensive strategy to tackle avian flu and the cost of eggs, multi-pronged approach. But it's expected that those prices that we're paying at the grocery store, which are record level right now, may go up another 40% this year until things get better. And it may be summer until it gets better.
And the Secretary of Agriculture, Brooke Rollins, laid out this plan, and apparently it's a $1 billion strategy to lower grocery bills. But like you said, that's in the long term, and maybe we don't get any of that relief until the end of this year. Do you think that the American consumers, and in particular Trump voters, are going to have the patience for that, given that he ran extensively on inflation as well as immigration?
I think it's just going to take awareness and explanation. What's going on? Really, it's an economic supply and demand issue right now. There are not enough birds in the supply chain right now because so many, over 160 million, have been impacted by avian flu since 2022. We've got to recover those bird populations before the egg supply reaches normal levels. There's ways to do that, and the government and private industries are working to do that, but it's going to take a few months, but I think we're going to get there.
Typically, Gary, how long does it take for, hens to repopulate, if you will, in a situation like this?
Several weeks. You have to grow the birds. You have to begin positioning them for production. We're talking in some cases over 1 million birds in some commercial facilities being depopulated to control the spread of avian flu. So it takes time for those numbers to recover. Short term, we may be looking at bringing in some eggs from some of our trading partners under certain provisions, as well as finding ways to improve production in areas that right now may not be as strong as it could be. So it's a comprehensive approach, several pieces to it, but it's going to take a few months to get there.
Are you as optimistic, Gary, as the governor of Nebraska is? Again, he wrote this piece, and he's a farmer, and he says, with great optimism and renewed partnerships, this season of leadership and newfound opportunity will lead to a long-lasting period of abundance and cheaper eggs for the American people. Do you share that view?
Texas farmers and ranchers, I do think, share that view. I think this is an appropriate step. It's investing another $1 billion into the problem with an investment of $2 billion already in play. So they're putting the money in the right spots. They're focusing on the areas that can be improved short term and made better long term. So I think it was well received. The Secretary of Agriculture is from Texas. She understands agriculture. She understands Texas agriculture, and we think she's in a good spot to direct us going forward.
That's good news indeed. Gary Joyner, spokesman for the Texas Farm Bureau, laying it out for us. Gary, thanks so much for the time this morning. We appreciate it.